Hey you guys, Kita from Kitafit YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna try to surmise my day. So yesterday, as a lot of you guys know, my computer fried. My MacBook Pro totally fried. And it was a totally crazy, upsetting day. I lost everything. And so I called the Apple Care. They have a phone number you can call and talk to these operators. So I called and I talked to them, and while I was talking to them, they were helping me with my situation, but everything that they were doing, they were basically telling me my system was fried. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, wow, are you serious? So, they said, you're gonna have to go into a store and there you're gonna have a technician look at it. So I was like, okay, so I made an appointment to go in, and I went in, and shout out to Nathen at the Apple store here in Tucson. Nathen, you freaking rock it out. You are amazing, amazing, amazing. If you go to the Apple store, ask for Nathen. He looks like Brendan Fraser. He looks, I mean, he's a dead ringer for Brendan Fraser. Just adorable, great little laugh, just beautiful demeanor. Anyway, so I took it in and I showed it to him, and what was weird is that the reference number that I had, they didn't even have, there was no reference at all for me even being in the system, so that was a little weird. But so I had to kind of paraphrase it. I told him I was basically on them for like 3 hours with these technicians the day before, yesterday. So he's like, I'm so sorry about that. Let's just do our best to try to see what we can do. So anyway, as he's going through the computer, he is realizing that the entire hard drive is just done. It's fried. And so, oh shoot. So, the whole system is fried. So, he says to me, there's nothing on it. It's totally wiped out. And he said, have you backed up your information? And I said no. And he said, well, what we can do is we can put a new operating system. We'll try to put a new operating system on it. But when we try to put the new operating system on it, basically what's going to happen is any information you have on there, first of all, it's blank. But there are recovery people that can usually, you know, they can usually get some of the information off. So he said, but if you put an operating system on top of that, to get that information after you put a new operating system on, it makes it even like harder and harder and harder. Like he says, it could be like thousands of dollars to get back, you know, your stuff. So anyway, needless to say, I was like, I'm like, first of all, I don't have thousands of dollars to get that. Now, just to give you an interruption here, yesterday, amidst my almost total life breakdown, my mother-in-law, Sherry, who is just my gift from heaven, she just really is. She's just, oh my God, I love her. So anyway, she and Dave, her fiance, for my Christmas present, said that they would give me a new computer and not to worry about it. And I just was literally like, I just was so thankful. So when he said that the operating system was fried and there was something they could do, I said, well, one of the other things that I want to do is I want to look at getting a computer. So he took me through all the different models, everything, you know, the memory, blah, 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 all this stuff. So we found a really, really good fit. And there's actually only one left in the store. And literally this other lady wanted it too. So it was kind of like, it was amazing that I even got that, because I ended up getting the last one. So that was kind of like, that was cool. So anyway, I'm so sorry, I'm lost here. So, we ended up getting the new computer, and I was going through, they have this little area that's like, they help you like download stuff and, you know, get yourself set up. So I was getting it set up, and as the new guy, then he transferred me to another guy, and as this new guy is like going through the stuff, we're seeing boop, 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 all this stuff like pop up on the desktop. And he's looking at me, and he's like, this is a new computer, right? And I go, yeah. And all all my files from my other computer just start popping up on the screen. And you guys, guess what? You want to know something crazy? Everything was on there. Everything transferred. Like everything. Every file, all my photographs, all my writing, everything. It was like unbelievable. So he calls Nathen over and he goes, Nathen, you know, how did you do that? And Nathan's like, I have no idea. He said the hard drive was wiped out, blank. So anyway, what ended up happening is it appears obviously that my computer had uploaded it to iCloud. So here's where it gets kind of tricky, a tricky wicket. So I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like praising Jesus. I was like so excited. This is where it gets really, like, you talk about all of that is amazing, but this is even more amazing. So then I said, oh my gosh, it's such great news, Nathen, because now all you have to do is download the new software on this, and it'll be like not a new computer, but I could resell it, right? So he takes the computer and he tries to put this out. He tries 5 different times putting the software on. Cannot get the software on the hard drive. And he literally says to me, Kita, I have to tell you something. I've never seen anything like this. Your hard drive is fried. Like, it's fried. And when a hard drive fries, it isn't just fry. It's like degenerational. So it had to have been failing. And I told him, I go, yeah. I go, actually, I could tell it was failing because that's one of the reasons why I was trying to, like, you know, shut everything down and put everything in files. And he basically said to me, if I hadn't shut down, if I hadn't tried to do the uploads that I had done the day before, like, it would have failed. It literally was within a day of completely failing. And had I not done that upload, I wouldn't have saved everything. So basically what happened, my little girl, in the last ditch effort, in my last command to her by asking her to upgrade this new software or whatever, basically what it appears that happened is that this makes me almost like want to cry, but what my computer did is on its last breath took all of my files, saved them to the iCloud, and then fried out, then died. Totally died. Because when he went back, he said, there's your hard drive is fried. Like, there's nothing. I can't even. And he said, in that instance, when a hard drive is fried out, he said it's almost nearly impossible to get any recoverable information. So he said, had you not done that and your thing would have fried out, you would have been, you know, you wouldn't have been able to get everything. So what is amazing is that the information got transferred. I did it, like, literally on the last moments that I possibly could have done it, which is pretty amazing, and everything worked out. So how amazing is that? So I just want to shout out Nathen in the Apple store in Tucson. I'll get the information and the address for that. I want to thank all you guys over there at Apple Store because I'm like so indebted. I also want to thank Sherry and I want to thank Dave. I literally am so overwhelmed. It's been such an amazing day. So when I say stand in your light, stand in your truth, and above all else, be a warrior, I'm telling you what, it works. Stand in your light, stand in your truth, and above all else, be a warrior. Okay, you guys, I love you. Bye.